Across cultures, people don't just speak. They signal, they sense, they connect. And at the core of these differences lies a simple idea. Some societies communicate through low context messages, while others rely on high context meaning. In low context cultures, common in much of the Western world, communication is direct and explicit. Words carry most of the meaning, and clarity is achieved through straightforward statements, open expression, and clear boundaries. But in the Philippines, communication follows a more nuanced path. It is high context, rich with shared understanding, subtle cues, and emotional intuition. Here, tone can reveal more than sentences, and a glance or playful line can speak volumes. These patterns form what we call Filipino Communicative Behaviors, or FCB. They include pakikiramdam, the intuitive sensing of emotional currents, and banayad na pagsasalita, the gentle softening of words to protect harmony. Meaning is often delivered indirectly, shaped by relationships and guided by sensitivity. Underneath all of this is the panloob da kultura, the inner cultural world where values like hiya, pakikipagkapwa, and the desire to maintain smooth social ties define how messages are crafted and understood. In this world, communication is not just about what is said, but about how it feels, how it lands, and how it preserves connection. This is the landscape of Filipino communication: subtle, relational, intuitive, and deeply human. To explore how people communicate across cultures, let's take a closer look at two very different moments from both Pinoy Big Brother and Keeping Up with the Kardashians. We begin with the PBB clip featuring Ate Klang and Dustin.
Dustin, sorry, pero ilayo mo yung ikaw. Ang pinapagalitan ko talaga si Bianca. Ilayo mo yung hindi pinaglalayo ko kayo, hindi yun. Ang pinapagalitan ko actually si Bianca, kaya hindi kita mag-gets. Si Bianca nga nakausap ko, hindi ko mag-gets, ba't ikaw pa yung mas galit? OA! Ka-OA! Liit-liit na bagay. Naging leader din naman kayo. Sorry kung natapakan yung pagka-love team nyo.
Here, the interaction follows a high-context, indirect verbal style. Klang's frustration isn't fully spelled out in her words, but is strongly felt through her non-verbal cues like her quick pacing, restless movements, and tense posture. Dustin avoids eye contact and stays quiet, reflecting Filipino mindsets like choosing the easiest, least confrontational path and hesitating to claim accountability. These behaviors carry a deep cultural meaning. Emotions are shown, but the issue isn't named directly. This leads to a clear communication barrier and anxiety. No one responds, yet everyone feels the weight of the moment. Now let's compare this with the Keeping Up with the Kardashians clip.
Okay, Kylie, so you're moving into your house soon. Having a house is a huge responsibility.
A huge responsibility that I don't even think that you realize.
Do you know how to do your own laundry?
No. Do you know anything about credit? Not really.
Do you know how to iron? What?
Kylie.
Mom?
No, seriously? I cannot believe you don't know this. Here's things that you need to think about.
Yeah, you need to take notes.
Earthquake insurance. We live in California. That is a must.
Flood insurance, fire insurance, especially up here. There was a flood in my house. I came home, the whole thing was flooded in my pool table room.
Homeowners association fees. HOA fees could be like $1,000 a month.
If you hang something, it has to be bolted down to the walls. You have to have them earthquake proof. You have to have rattlesnake fencing for your house for your dogs.
You need to have a really good gardener.
Set up electricity.
Here, the communication shifts into a low-context, direct, and self-enhancing verbal style. Kim and Chloe say exactly what they feel. Their non-verbal codes, like strong hand gestures, raised eyebrows, and wide-eyed reactions, make their message even clearer. The mindsets at play highlight the need to be heard and the push for accountability, something often emphasized in Western interactions. But there's also a barrier. The sisters assume similarity, expecting Kylie to already know what they know and react the way they would. Side by side, these two clips reveal how culture shapes the way people speak, move, and interpret conflict. One relying on subtle signals and unspoken tensions, and the other on clarity, expression, and direct confrontation. So, how can we negotiate the conflicts seen in the clips? These are negotiated through employing different intercultural praxis techniques. I will focus on 4 practices. First, framing can be used to see the perspective of the person. This can be used to understand why Ate Klang was angry at Dustin in the first place and why the conversation went the way it did. Next, dialogue can be used to process the emotions, stress, and situation. It is forming the middle ground between the people in conflict so that they can proceed to their given tasks. Like how Kim and Chloe engaged in dialogue with Kylie on how to have her own house. Lastly, reflection and action can be utilized as a way forward. It can be done through asking what can be improved from the situation and doing things to ensure no big fights or conflicts can be made again in the space. Now, these all contribute to make the third space through these intercultural praxis. The third space, then, can easily be found. The third space can be seen in the Big Brother house, where being alone in a house with no contact with the outside world forces the participants to make amends and set aside differences. It provides the space for negotiation between the clash of identities and different cultural backgrounds. Additionally, the third space is more forgiving to the people who are related because there is already a common goal of helping each other. Just like in Keeping Up with the Kardashians, the sisters are just trying to make Kylie see the reality of owning a house. This leads to the negotiation of identities to have a common ground.